Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Urban Empire. We, in this episode, are mostly going to try to save up, I think, for a university. Our finances are really good, our goodwill is terrible. We've been really being incredibly belligerent towards all the political parties, so letting some of this negative goodwill burn away while we accumulate our city treasury is probably going to be a good idea. Almost certainly some of the other parties are going to be pushing for some laws to be passed, so there's still going to be some politicking going on here. But other than that, yeah, we're mostly going to try to be patient here and get away up to the university. I'd still like to increase the density of center quill. There is some residential demand right now, and a center quill is about 60% residential, so there's some value to doing that. But it's been quite expensive to do it, and with the commercial and industrial demand a little bit negative, I may wait a little bit longer. So I think I'll be happier just to get the university up so that we can tech up a little bit harder, open up a lot more edicts going forward, as well as opening up some new business types. Representation rights have kicked in. The Livelihood Act, edict to increase older women's income. Secret Ballot Act, ballot results will henceforth be confidential for all government elections. Ooh. Less strong-arming in elections. I don't think that's to do with votes in the council or anything like that, though. Book publishing business unlocks the ability to build courthouses. Women's rights in school elections, so the first sort of start of getting women the vote over here. Lower class barriers ensures that the lower class residents are not allowed to vote. Wow, we could make a really sort of elite society, especially if I'm all like intellectual oriented, right? I can be like, only people who are rich and have university diplomas can vote. And then it would probably let me continue to consolidate my power in a certain way, but I don't think we're going to do that. Unlock law offices. Okay, so a couple new business types unlocked, which is great. Our research times are dropping, so our tech has improved overall. This is going to give us a few different ways to, toilet paper, to deal with medical issues, which is nice, as well as a new food store unlocked. I do like the more techie types of things, though. Communications advances, movie production, bookstores, movie theaters. Finally unlocks the post office. We actually already, from an earlier episode, we passed the thing, with the telegraph to make the post office cost less maintenance. So actually that sounds pretty good. Ban obscene comics. Yeah, I don't know, but we're going to go towards communication advances. Oh, representation rights. We have a choice. The society has become so complex that educating the mere elite doesn't seem to be enough, but the more regular people have been educated, the more they seem to demand also to have a say in everyday matters. Representation rights are a big topic, and your city administration is keenly trying to predict the questions they should have an answer to when questions arise. So, we're going to support secret ballot voting. What's the upshot of this? Bonus to personal growth services. Citizens are most likely to vote for which party? It's blank. Maybe whoever proposes it? I don't know. And citizens voting for this party receive a service bonus. Okay. Women should have a say as well. Women's right in school elections give bonus to personal growth to female citizens. Bonus to personal growth from grammar schools. Personal growth in high schools, personal growth in vocational schools. Makes all our schools better and 50% of our population better. Or it's important to have enlightened people to vote only. Lower class barriers, so less security for the lowest classes, increased security for working, middle, and elite classes over there. I mean, a pretty big win overall, but it feels hard to support that. Ballot voting is actually, secret ballots is actually a really important thing. But I think we're going to specifically start with supporting the women's voting rights. I mean, it's a very little right so far, but we'll see if we can improve that over time. Wow! Everybody hates it. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Everyone hates it. Wow. Change opinion of the current vote. All parties. Oh, because I chose... Okay, so I don't think that the parties would have supported that initially, but I think because I chose it in that decision, they all get that plus 20 appeal influence automatically. So everyone's super in favor of it, and it's instant voting. Okay, so we're going to begin the votes. Oh, that's quite cool, actually. So we could use that to pass something. Well, apparently this would have been very difficult to pass, because, again, most of our parties are all conservative as opposed to liberal, and this is a very liberal idea. Slightly left-leaning, but mostly very liberal, so they may not have been willing to do it. So that's quite good to know. So the vote has passed. We're also going to restart our spying over here on the young Spoilerian party. And kick out of here. Okay. So we got a lot of personal growth going through. We're at a 7 now, which is quite nice. Money is slowly trickling in. It looks like, yeah, the economy is slowing a little bit over here, but luckily we have plenty in the bank. So we will be able to weather a deficit budget for a little while because we have plenty of stuff stored. Oh, running water. Free Democrats win the election again. Earliest human discovered. Cro-Magnon man. Russian literary masterpiece published. War and Peace. Oh, I like the news articles. Running water. The residents want the city to build a water pipe to Hope Mill. Running water will improve the residents' poor's health and make their life easier. When promise it's coming or say it's sorry. Okay, they want water in Hope Mill. Alright then, I will promise it's coming. It's going to give me some prestige, and we will try to pass that. I don't know if it's going to work, but they want it. Environment and health. Yeah, we should probably get water everywhere. It's not that expensive, really. I mean, it's a fair bit to build. It's going to slow down our university, but hey, a promise is a promise. And other than the fact that the parties still kind of hate me, they're not going to mega go and be against it. We'll do a normal vote here. I guess a quick vote actually still would have been fine, because I still have some opportunity to influence. So I'm just, you know, I'll be lightweight. Our economy will receive a boost if we do this. And over here, tell you what, I'll demand. This decision will give us a better tomorrow. Alright, slightly lean them over here. I'm not going to go too hard on them. We'll revisit it when it's closer to vote and see how things go. How are we doing on our victory progress over here? I think we've lost some of our progress towards scientific victory. The economic victory is going relatively okay right now. Most likely it won't be until, you know, like Era 5, because there's a lot of things you... Oh, the trains! I realized trains came in and out of the station. That's cool. So, the victory things, they all have stuff that really is only achievable once you get to the later eras and get, like, big numbers and brain power, different things like that. I did not babysit this very carefully, but it looks like it's going to go fine. So we'll get some running water to Hope Mill. So again, it's going to use some money and cost us some amount of cash as well. But it will improve the city a fair bit, and I kept my promise, which is going to keep improving my prestige overall. So there you go, Hope Mill. You've got your running water. Look at you. Congratulations. I think a lot of this is unemployment complaints. Yeah, 33% unemployment. Can we get those stats for the district-wide? District-wide, they have 18% unemployment over there. Only 9% over here. I think this is heavier on residents than industry. But there's not a lot of industry or commercial demand right now. There's just not a lot of businesses there. Rumors. Ooh, like your father, you have had little time for romantic relationships, and you rarely attend social events. Now your lack of marriage has sparked rumors about your private life. Some whisper they have no interest in women at all, and wonder what kind of relations you have with the few male friends you have. Well, I mean, I'm not really bothered by it exactly, but you know what we need? We need an heir. So let's try to go out a little bit more. So it's going to increase socialite trait, it's going to increase pessimist trait, but it is going to give me some more prestige as well. So there we go. So I'll try to go out more, and yeah, it would be... Oh, Port of Quilopolis. Port of Quilopolis has grown quickly over the last years. There are all kinds of vessels, from tiny fishing boats to gigantic steamships, and thanks to the sailors, more foreign languages are heard in Quilopolis than ever before. But the sailors' quest for entertainment has caused some unrest. How do you deal with this? We can restrict the area where sailors can go, which is probably going to reduce crime, but maybe reduce fun. We can open a pub or two in the port, or open a sailor's home where sailors can spend their night. Let's open a pub or two in the port. So this is going to give more fun to the port. It's going to lower security there, or from the port. So I think this is citywide. So citywide, I think we'll have more fun, but less security. But a bonus to security services. My security services will be better. It's probably a general win. I don't know. Take a look at the port over here. Okay, it doesn't list everything. That's okay. All right. So, we are burning some money away right now. I think that will bounce back. I think it's just, you know, economic downturn kind of thing. Communications advances. The world of communication is transforming the world as we know it. In the series of inventions of the last decades, the one that captures the imagination of the population most is the ability to capture real life into motion pictures. City administration is pondering how that will affect city life. Motion pictures can better educate people. Motion pictures can lift the spirits of the workers. Pfft, the typewriter will have a bigger impact. Again, to me, thematically, the better educate people keeps going. But I'm wondering, with the fun... fun's not bad. Educate people. Bonus personal growth from, looks like, movie theater buildings. So there you go. As we get more movie theaters, which I believe will be unlocked with communication advances, our city growth our personal growth citywide will probably improve as an average as we get theaters to kick in. Okay, so money's still going down. Now, our negative goodwill has burned away a lot. Let's consider possibly trying to pass an edict that people won't be bothered by too much. What's the Livelihood Act? As men earn their families' livelihoods, widows are often driven to begging in the streets for a living. This is not a problem for younger women who can remarry, but a special livelihood fund can alleviate the situation for women too old to marry. Okay, so money that citizens can use on private companies for female citizens and age group that's usually dependent on others will improve. So they'll have more money to spend on stuff, but it will cost the city a fair amount of money. Looks like a lot of parties are strongly opposed to this. National romanticism? Yeah, maybe. I want something that's gonna, like, be easy enough to pass. Secret ballot? Not really. I'm sure these won't go very well, no. Some of these are gonna be easier to pass than others. The loitering ban is gonna be very easy to pass. It's gonna reduce fun from the lowest class, but increase bonus to security services for all citizens. I don't think that's really what we want to do. Could ban prostitution, which actually looks like it might have a fair amount of support. Lowers fun for male citizens, increases social life for female citizens, increases environment for everyone. Oh, that's quite good, actually. And we might be able to get that to pass relatively easily. Let's go ahead and ban prostitution here. Oh, yes, everyone's quite in favor of that. And take a look. Yes, it looks like it's going to easily pass without us having to burn any goodwill whatsoever. Excellent. And it seems to be like a net gain for the city. And I'm just looking at the numbers mostly. If it involves education, then I have a strong, opinion one way or the other. But the rest, I'm mostly just looking for what overall might improve the citizen's life overall. Could use a little more health. Could use a little bit more overall fun, which is probably going to dip a bit when this kicks in. We could build some more of those buildings. I would love to get a university, but right now I would think it would be unwise to build in new buildings. In fact, what we may want to start considering again is possibly raising taxes. Now that's going to be, I'm sure, very difficult to pass, but if we could, it might not be bad. We have added a lot of services, and we want to go and add more electricity and different things like that. What if, so right now we're 27%, what if we raised, oh, they're quite in favor of this. Not as in favor as taxing businesses, but they're okay with taxing citizens a fair bit. So we'll raise the tax just a little bit, 32%. And actually, it looks like it'll pass very, very easily. Let's be a little bit more aggressive, actually. Even the business taxes a bit. Wow, very against. So they don't want any increase in the business taxes. All right, let's just do this for now. Just private citizens, we're going to tax them a little bit more, and we'll see if we can't creep up the other stuff later on, especially if the makeup of government changes a little bit. Oh, that fun penalty. Oh, yeah, that's from the lack of prostitution. Well, deal with it. On the other hand, social life improves a lot. People are going to stay home and actually, talk to their families. What a crazy idea. Honorary membership in the Social Democratic Party. Wait. Do you exist yet? I don't think you exist yet. I'm honored but can't accept. Oh, which is going to increase goodwill anyway. Accepted your reasons without a complaint. All the other parties are relieved by your choice. Yeah, I don't think that party exists yet. I think they don't have a show in government, but they do exist. I'm willing to bet in the next era they're going to make an appearance here. And the funny thing is, I'm probably quite keen on working with them because we can probably pass a lot of things that I'm going to agree with. They'll probably be in favor of taxing people to build big universities. Okay, modify taxes, easily going to pass, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll get a little bit of money, not enough to quite neutralize the deficit, but it'll help. And then again, once the economy kicks in, it should make things a wee bit better. Now, if I did want to build another service right now to offset some of these things, I could always build out of my personal funds. Actually, I don't think I'd be able to build a theater. Out of curiosity, let's say I wanted to build a theater in Edgeworth here. Although it might already have one, I'm not sure. Theater, all right. 750,000. And everyone's super opposed to it right now, probably because we're broke. So I'd need more. I wonder, though, is there any chance that I could change the funding for myself? Because that would give me a lot more power if I took more money out of the treasury to give to myself here. and really just literally maxed it out. It's probably a good way to ruin the city's economy, and right now people aren't in favor of it. We do have positive goodwill, which is quite nice. We might be able to use that to get something going. Looks like the economy is bouncing back over here. I mean, increasing the taxes is increasing our revenue, but the tax by itself wasn't going to be enough to get our revenue back in. Communications advances kicking in. Excellent. New businesses. Very excited about that. Let's go and let's get the telephone. Yeah, and I like that kind of technology. I think that's cool. Tempting opportunity. You've tried to deal with increasing rumors about your private life. And at the same time, looking for ways to fund your scientific endeavors. The solution presents itself. A wealthy financier called D'Angelo is looking for an influential husband for his daughter, Simona, but she has turned everyone down. The potential funding tempts you, so you decide to talk to Simona. How? Be honest, try to be nice to her, praise her beauty. And just be honest. This is a marriage of convenience. Simona listens to your arguments and then says that you are the first one of her suitors to make any sense. Turns out she has little interest for romance as you do. She has devoted her life to riding and horses and is afraid that family life would take that from her. You promise her that she can continue doing whatever she likes and you have a deal. So we get 4 points towards honest. What does that do for us? It doesn't show up in the list yet. Maybe because we're still too progressive and cynical and optimist and everything. Maybe, if I recall correctly, we may have needed like 5 points towards something for it to start showing up, so we'll have to take another look at that later on. Okay, economy, good, very good. Population, actually it's grown a little since the last time I checked. And with the increase in demand, I think I would really like to improve this, or to increase the density of center quill. Ooh, typewriter. Alcohol industry has acquired the city's first typewriter. The new invention is sent to speed up writing and results in easily readable text. You pay a visit to alcohol industry to see it with your own eyes. What do you think? I think I like the fact that I'm paying a visit to the alcohol industry. You will recommend that all companies use typewriters. These ridiculous machines are nothing but passing fancy. You need to train typists to establish a skilled workforce. Ooh. Well, both of these sound really good. I don't know. You recommend that all companies use typewriters. So this is going to lower the sales demand of alcohol industry by 5%. And this, we've figured out finally that this is a good thing. It means the alcohol industry doesn't need to sell quite as much to be happy and profitable. So that's a good thing for us to pass. Okay, with our positive goodwill, what do we want to do with it? Again, we could take another look at our edicts. We actually unlocked a few new ones. Yeah, so we can sort by different things too. Can we pass this election right yet? No, too conservative. And yeah, that extra party is present. Oh, there they are. I don't remember you guys being there before. So you spawned at some point. It's got one whole council member. And what are you? Left-leaning, still slightly conservative. Lots of goodwill right now. I would love to pass more of these things. Okay. Oh, okay. So the one with the question or the check marks have already passed. Excellent. Oh, right, because this is available. Oh, actually, that's quite handy. So all categories. Okay. Tobacco licensing. Yeah, this is the thing that was going to increase sales demand, make it harder for these businesses to turn a profit. City fund expenses. It looks to me like it's going to cost money, but it must be worded wrongly. It might be a wrong tooltip here, or it might actually be an incorrectly implemented. Again, this is a build like a month away from release, because it's increasing sales demand, which again, I believe the way we parsed it is this will make these businesses unhappy. They need more sales to turn a profit, and it should be turning us a profit overall. It looks like it's going to increase our expenses though, so I think this might be incorrectly implemented. We'll see. Women's rights in school elections, I would love to pass, but right now no one wants to do it. Haven't we already done that? Oh yeah, it's not showing it right. Okay, we'll just go to the available edicts then. Take a look at that. Work Safety Act. Actually might get things done. It, again, will upset some of these businesses, increases our security overall, which isn't bad, but that might be hard. Shops closed on Sundays. It looks like it might get a fair amount of support. All commercial companies are going to have a harder time meeting their sales targets, but it's going to boost our social life and fun. I don't think that's the sort of thing that we're looking for overall. The secret ballots. Yeah, people are opposed. Not strongly opposed, but they are opposed. Symbolism to theaters. Given the rise of different cultural phenomena around the world, having theaters focus on symbolic plays will lead to them producing more personal growth at the expenses of fun and social life. It actually looks like it's going to increase fun, though. and personal growth. But it might be hard to pass. The voting ban's going to be like, what, anti-fun? Yeah, anti-fun again. Regulate gambling, which is going to... Oh yeah, this legalizes gambling is what this does. So people have less money to spend, less social life, but a lot more fun. Ban obscene comics. Might actually be supported, but no. Sounds dumb. I'm not going to ban books of any kind. Not for my intellectual type people. So these have all passed. Or... No, they haven't. Okay, no, the checkmark is this welfare type category. Okay. Financial aid for running water. Bonus to health. I think this is citywide, right? But cost us money. That's actually not bad, and actually has a fair amount of support. If this truly is a citywide bonus, costs us a little bit of money, but I think it's actually going to be quite good for us. I'm going to propose financial aid for running water. Now, the parties that support it aren't necessarily huge in number. No, it looks like we're going to be okay. Alright, I don't think we gotta go and mess around with this too much, which is nice to see. Was there anything else I wanted to pass while I was at it? Let's go over here. Public transport. No environmental edicts, and that's the end of the list. Okay, no, that's going to be good enough for now. And overall, I'm just hoping for our money to go up. And overall, I mean, the extra water stuff will hurt a little bit, but it seems like we're still on the mend. And, you know, boosting the wheel of life overall is going to be good. People are appealing to each other. Okay. Still haven't built that university, and I would love to, but nice that we're now turning a profit, and in fact, yeah, being quite stable there. Brain power's in place. I'd also like to improve my personal funds a little bit more, but we'll see. Okay, so what's these manipulations? Have they been going the right way? They have been going in the right way. That's wonderful. So we'll just pass that. Oh, there you go. Now you're ready to go. Go ahead and begin the vote. Wonderful! All right, so +1 health. So citywide health is currently a 3. We'll let the month tick by. Citywide average health actually went up to 5. Maybe it's because it's boosting literally places that have running water. Now, we don't have running water everywhere. What's this? 2? Oh, is it level 2? Oh. I'm actually not sure what these numbers are. Modify districts. Infrastructure. Maybe the sewer system counts as an extra level. I'm not sure. But you have water. You have water, level 1. You don't have water. And you do have some people living there we might look into. Your environment sucks, and actually running water and sewers would help that. We don't have any sewers in Edgeworth, right? Or, actually, no. This place does. Yeah, which I think is what the extra tick next to the water was. But I don't think Hope Mill does. Because we put in the water because we promised them, but we hadn't actually increased the sewer system. If we wanted to do that, 12k a month, fair amount of health over here. People would be in favor of that, but it would mean spending some money that, again, I would like to put towards educational services. Both for personal development, but also just to get more brain power. Plus, you know, it's my whole shtick. Ooh, okay, first of all, public transport. The Social Democrats have proposed making public transport free for every citizen. There will be a council vote, but what do you think? So, the plus side is citizens will have more money to spend on private companies. It's going to increase our, city fund expenses increase by 5%. I think the tobacco regulation, I think it might not be implemented. I think it needs to put in a minus, or it's got to be a boost towards income instead of expenses. I think it would be hard to pass this. How do I feel about this? Yeah, it would increase our expenses. I'll support, but I may not support it very aggressively. There we go. Makes the Social Democrats like me a lot more. And there's only one of them right now, but we'll see how it is. Speaking of Social Democrats, Councillor Friedrich Erdmann from the Social Democratic Party hasn't been seen in council lately. He's rumored that he's ill. However, your sister learned that's not exactly true, because Erdmann's absence appears to be caused by excessive alcohol consumption. What do you think? That's interesting. So I can get some dirt, but let's pay a visit to Erdmann and see if you can help him. Probably get more goodwill. Gives me more progress towards a soft trade. Yeah, and they're a pretty insignificant party, but they might become more significant in the future. So we still have our spying going on, which is fine. Telephone, what's this? As your city is connected to the national telephone network, you need to decide how Quillopolis will handle the issue. Do you make sure it boosts safety, make sure it enlightens people, make sure services become better? I mean, the enlightenment is sort of my thing, but I'm not... I think I'm going to say make sure services become better. It might make some certain things cheaper, or... I don't know. I want that. What does this do? Decreases telephone line expenses by 25%. That's what I'm looking for. Wonderful. All right, and with that, we're going to put in a cut. Thank you very much for watching another episode, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.